What it do, Aries? Hopefully y'all are doing well. It is Leo season, so I'm coming through to do all the fire babies. Second up is you. This is a little CeeLo Green, crazy. He said, I remember when I lost my mind. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly something making you crazy. These cards are a bit strange. I feel like maybe there's strange things going on, Aries, that are making you feel crazy, making you lose your mind. And I hope you're having the time of your life, but think twice. That's my only advice. Ooh. Who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Ooh. I think you're crazy. Ooh. As much as we would like to be in control of things, there's only one person that's really in control, and we all know who that person is. The Almighty. Yeah. Most definitely. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. It's no coincidence I've come, and I can die when I'm done. Or maybe I'm crazy. No, maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably. Let me go on and pause this. Yeah, CeeLo Green said, maybe I'm crazy, maybe you're crazy, maybe we're crazy, maybe we're all fucking crazy. You know, when we think we're in control of things and we can do what we want to do, but like I said, there's only one power that is truly in control. And like I said, we all know who that power is. The Almighty One. I remember when I lost my mind. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like I gotta go a lot going on in the mental. Look. In the middle of the entire spread is the Eight of Swords. Got a little glare from the light. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is all about feeling trapped mentally. Feeling trapped mentally, feeling constrained, feeling like you're held hostage. I don't know. Do you feel like you're held hostage in a situation? Always get jail with this. Maybe somebody's in jail. Yeah. It's all in your mind, baby. It's all in your mind. Most definitely. Alright, but let me first of all say, Aries, that I cuss like a sailor. So if cursing is something that you would prefer not to entertain, if cursing is something that offends you, I'm going to ask that you return to Tarot Universe to find a tarot reader that is more suited to your liking, because I'm still going to fucking do it. I'm passionate about my shit, and it may just come out in a vulgar way. No shame. No shame at all. Yeah. So again, if cursing offends you, please return to Tarot Universe. I'm going to keep my introductions short and sweet. If you've watched my videos before, you already know the spew. Yeah. So, I do want to say thank you, though. Thank you so much for watching. Taking the time to watch and listen. I truly appreciate it. If you have not, please click on that subscribe button, baby. Yes, please click on that subscribe button. Please like, please comment, please share. It will help to get the algorithm out to other folks that may want to hear some type of healer message. They may want to hear what the fuck been going on lately from a thick girl with tarot cards, okay? Okay, yeah, please go on and subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let me also say that I get messages through music. I get messages through movies. However, um, Spirit shows me the message. Um, so if I ever throw a song out there, go on and listen to it. It's not for nothing. It's definitely for something. If I ever throw a movie out there and you have time, go on and watch that movie. It's definitely for something. It's not for nothing. Um, so yeah, I was playing CeeLo Green, Crazy. I was thinking about that song because, oh my God, it rained so terribly today. I mean, floods everywhere, accidents, traffic, just crazy shit happening. I know tonight there is a full moon in Aquarius. Yes, there's a full moon in Aquarius, and the day has just been wild, baby. They say when the full moon comes out, baby, go in the house. Go in the house. Do not leave the house if you don't have to. Yeah. So then I was like, damn, this is crazy. I was like, crazy. Yeah, by CeeLo Green. I love CeeLo Green. I wonder if CeeLo Green is Aries. Shit, he may be Aquarius. I gotta look it up now. Yeah. But he's so different, and I love. He's so different. He's so deep. He's so soulful. Yeah, different, deep, soulful. Um, yeah, I just love me some CeeLo Green. I had another CeeLo Green song featuring Melanie Fiona. Um, damn it, I forgot the. I'm a fool. I'm a fool, such a fool for you. Yeah, he said, can't nobody tell me shit. It is what it is. I'm a fool for you, baby. So I don't know, Aries. I'm picking up on a relationship now where can't nobody tell you shit about your relationship. It is what it is. And if they think you a fool, baby, you're a fool for them. Yeah. I don't know. Go on and listen to some CeeLo Green, baby. I'm telling you, he is a soulful brother. A soulful brother. Different. Deep. His saying is just soulful and deep. There's a meaning. There's a message. Yes. Go on and tap into some CeeLo Green. I want to look up his sign, though. Hold on a minute. Okay, it says here he is a Gemini, May 30th, 1975. All right, Gemini. Come on through, CeeLo, being a Gemini. All right. Um, but yeah, go on and tap into some CeeLo Green. All right, I'm gonna hop on into this. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to talk about before I get into this? I don't think so. All right, let's go on and see what it be. First out at the bottom of the deck was the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Wands is fire energy. That is you, Aries. Fire energy. Wands is all about manifestation. Yeah, your passion. You are a fire sign. Passionate. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about your manifestation. You know, waving your magical wand, turning your dreams, your goals, and your desires into what you want them to be, baby. It's time to manifest. It's time to manifest what you want in your life and drop what you don't. Like I said, it's a full moon in Aquarius tonight. Full moons, it's time to drop the shit that's not working. Yeah. Particularly with the Ten of Wands, it speaks a lot about burdens and obligations and so much responsibility. Yeah, Aries, I feel like you have so much burden, so much obligation, so much responsibility, and it's making you crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Remember, you know, we can't control every narrative in our lives. You know, some things we have to release to the almighty power. I don't know what your religion is, but take this as it resonates. Some things we have to release to the almighty power. When it's not working out in our favor, it's not for us. You know, some of the responsibilities and obligations and burdens, if it's not working out for you, baby, you got to release it. And I always speak about, taking on responsibilities and obligations that are not yours to carry. You got to give them back. Give them shits right on back to who they belong to. Shit. And, I always talk about, having a village. Having a village, especially if you're a parent, it takes a village to raise children. Yeah. I talk about delegating tasks to other people, asking for help. Help is always available. We may not always want to ask for the help, but hell, sometimes it's necessary. Yeah, so we got responsibilities here, burden, obligation, struggle, duty, overload, stress, problem, weight on your shoulder, restriction, uphill climb, delays, take it for granted. That's, baby, take it for granted. Let me stop it right on there, baby. Take it for granted. Doing things and not being appreciated for it. That's when you stop. That's when you stop, baby. That's when you give them back. Give them responsibilities and them obligations right on back to who they belong to. Lack of fun. Yeah, you're not having any fun with all these responsibilities and burdens. You feel like giving up. But the Ten of Wands wants you to keep going. The end is in sight. There is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And right after that, the Page of Pentacles came out. So whenever I see page cards, I think of children, young adults, immature adults. And I talk about, honoring your inner child, doing something fun, doing something you've always wanted to do, baby. We're in Leo season. You are in your element. It's time to have some fun. It's time to honor your inner child. I also speak about childhood healing. Healing things from your childhood or from your past that may have been traumatic. Working with a life coach, a counselor, a therapist, someone of the cloth. They are counselors too. Working with someone, to work through any childhood traumas or tragedies. If you don't have any childhood traumas or tragedies, you could just be simply thinking about your childhood and remembering the good times. Either way, you want to be honoring your inner child. Having some fun, and healing your inner child. Yeah. It is in Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Pentacles are all about manyan, your coins, your Benjamins, your Washingtons, whatever. Yeah, it's all about money. Your work, your business. Yeah. And it speaks about being ambitious, being diligent, being goal-oriented, a planner, being consistent, being a star student. You could be going back to school. Yeah, like I said, honoring your inner child, going back to school, getting that degree you always wanted to get. Yeah. Very studious. Like, you like learning. You like studying. It's about being grounded, being loyal, being faithful, and being dependable. It is following the Ten of Wands. So I am going to go a little deeper with the Ten of Wands financially. In terms of financial situation, here too, you will be feeling pressure and burden according to the Ten of Wands. So there may be a little pressure and burden going on financially, Aries. That's what everybody. I'm sorry. That's what everybody these days. Sorry, not sorry. Things might not be going as smoothly as you expected. Financial problems like loans or debt could be bothering you currently. Chances are that maybe you are thinking of taking a loan of a large sum due to various commitments. So there could be various financial commitments going on, and you are thinking of taking a loan. Like school, like for school, I just said you could be going back to school. Like for school, or expanding your business, or starting your business. Maybe your business, or maybe your business is not going very well, and to save it, taking out a loan seems like the best option. The Ten of Wands indicates that you must have already taken a loan for the welfare of your future. But now you are feeling too much pressure because of the building debt. Okay, so we got some financial things going on here that could also be making you crazy. hmm Me too, Aries. Me too. It is advised that you think and evaluate every scenario carefully before taking any harsh decision. Maybe talk and discuss your situation with a professional and weigh your options. No matter how sure you are with your decisions, taking a second opinion from a professional is always helpful and will assure that you are doing the right thing when it comes to your finances. Talking to, a financial advisor, someone with knowledge, experience. Yeah, look, you got the King of Pentacles here. Ooh, so we starting out with some heavy financial burdens, heavy financial burdens and responsibilities, Aries. And yeah, it's good to take a second opinion from a professional. When you're going through financial things, or to give you an idea about how to get things regulated financially. Yeah, that's how we're starting out. Financial burdens and responsibilities. Damn it, my son is going to college, baby. This college thing, my money is all tied up, baby. I can't even buy that dress on sale, like Lettucey said. I can't even buy that dress on sale, but it's alright. Yeah, she said it's alright. She said it's alright that I can't buy that dress on sale. But she also said because loving you is something else. So maybe love takes your mind off the money issues and burdens. Yeah. She said, I wish I had some money to pay my bills, but it's alright. Now I want to go listen to that song. Because Lettucey be knowing. Lettucey be knowing. Yeah. But yeah, that's how we starting this out. It's alright, Aries. We all go through financial shit. But it's going to be alright. Like Lettucey said, it's going to be alright. You got to focus on things, other things besides the financial burdens and obligations and responsibilities. Sometimes things work themselves out. When you put things to the side for a little while and then you go back to it, sometimes I find that things have already worked themselves out, or it's not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah. You're in Leo season, Aries. Have some fun right now. Have some fun right now, and then get back to the financial shit. It'll probably have worked itself out, or it might not be as bad as you think it is. Yeah, and you'll get through it. You'll have it figured out, most definitely. All right, let's go on and get into the cards, because like I said, the cards are kind of strange. Let's see what it be. Okay, first out, you got the Moon card. Ooh, something is a secret, something is a mystery. Yeah, With the moon card, it speaks a lot about deception. Deception and lies. Baby, you got a King of Pentacles backing this up too. Deception, lies, secrets. Ooh. A difficult period. Like I said, it's a difficult period with a king. So with kings, I get male energy. I get husbands. I get fathers, grandfathers, significant others. Take it as it resonates. I feel like, Aries, you could be going through a difficult period with a man in your life. You know, dealing with deception, lies. There could be some type of fear of losing a relationship, losing a marriage, losing a father or grandfather. I'm kind of getting like a sick man, an ill man. Yeah, but there's some fear, there's some hidden things, some insecurity, some mental confusion. Yes. With the moon card, I always speak about, you know, sweeping shit under the rug, sweeping your feelings under the rug, not expressing your feelings. And if that's the case, at the very least, I always encourage folks to have a journal. You know, keep a journal where you're writing things down and getting your feelings out. But like I spoke about in the beginning, you know, it's always good to work with someone, a life coach, a counselor, a therapist, or someone of the cloth. Yeah. I'm getting that Kelly Price song. It will rain, there'll be pain. I think Kelly Price is an Aries. Yeah. She said, it will rain, there'll be pain. She said, something in my soul ain't right. I can't sleep at night, wondering when the change gonna come. I'm feeling that I'm not the only one. Tell me when I turn you off. Doctors say it's not my fault. Pastor says to stay in prayer. There'll be rain, there'll be pain, trouble will come. Count it on joy. Yeah. That song is called "It Will Rain" by Kelly Price. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting a situation going on in a marriage or in a relationship. It's a very difficult period right now. Yeah. I'm getting, lying, cheating, deception. Yeah. It's a difficult period. I don't know, I'm hearing marriage counseling, like I said, life coach. Kelly Price says, the pastor said to stay in prayer, you know. Like I said, take it to your pastor. I don't know what your religion is, but take it as it resonates. Take it to your pastor. Like I said, they are trained to counsel. They are taught to counsel. They are educated and have degrees to counsel folks. Yeah. You know. Oh, wow. I'm also getting a financial situation going on, too, with this King of Pentacles. Because, like I said, Pentacles is about money. We started out with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. This is deep. Deep. You gotta, with this moon card, you gotta get over this fear, Aries. There's some type of fear here. With the King of Pentacles, he is abundant. It speaks a lot about abundance and prosperity and security. Whoever this man is, he is abundant. You know, he's the breadwinner. He takes care of the household. He's the provider, the protector. He's the security. It's like this is your safe. This man is your safe space and your security, but he just lies and cheats. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. He just lies and cheats. Child. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is a busy man. He is all about his coins. I always say you either want a busy man or a broke man. Yeah, you know, with them busy men, they work and they rarely home. And you know, That's where trouble can begin. You know, when a man is always working and rarely home, it's temptation out there. It is temptation out there. hmm Um, yeah, businessman, provider, reliable. Yeah, it's like you depend on this man. hmm I'm getting Eve's Value now. The father, played by Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson from Eve's Bayou. You know, he was a doctor. He was a busy man. He would go. This was back in the day. He would go to different houses. To heal people, diagnose people. He was also a dog. hmm He would be sleeping with some of the women, that he was supposedly healing. Yeah, he was healing them, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. And Eve's Bayou, one of the daughters, was it Voodoo? It was like this voodoo lady in town. I think she was played by Diane Carroll. Yeah. And the youngest daughter went and had the lady do a spell on the father. Yeah. And then one of his sideline hoes, use a hoe, sideline hoe. Yeah. But she was also married too, so her husband got wind of the affair that his wife was having with Samuel Jackson, and he ended up killing Samuel Jackson. Yeah. And the older daughter in Eve's Bayou, she wanted her parents to stay together, and she tried to make her father happy because she felt that her mother wasn't making him happy, which is why he was always gone. Yeah, so she kissed him in an intimate way. Yeah. Eve's Bayou is a really, really deep movie. I don't know if this resonates with you, or if it does resonate with you. Leave it in the comments, because, yeah, I'm just picking up on some type of man. A busy man. He's the breadwinner. He's the provider. He's the protector. But he's also a dog. Yeah. Yes. But let's get into the moon card financially. If that movie resonates with you, leave it in the comments, because I feel like that was specifically for somebody. Let's see. Let's get into the moon card financially, because again, I feel like there's some secrets, there's some issues going on with money. Let's see. In terms of money, the moon warns against making investments or taking any significant risk, since you might not have all the information you need to make a wise choice. Yeah, I'm definitely suggesting a financial advisor, someone with knowledge, expertise, and experience when it comes to finances and whatever you're trying to do, business wise, Aries. It could be a sign that someone is trying to trick you out of your cash. Ooh, Aries, someone is trying to trick you out of your cash. Where my scamming ass bitches at? Stuffing that shit in your bag. Spin that shit. Somebody definitely spending that shit. Scamming. Yeah. Be cautious not to become unduly suspicious, but follow your gut. If anything seems too promising to be true, it usually is. The moon indicates that the knowledge you now have is incomplete. So you don't have the complete knowledge about something. Therefore, it might not be the greatest moment to make any significant financial decisions at this moment. Don't be hesitant to conduct your research. Do your homework, baby. Do your homework. And ask questions if you are considering making a financial choice. Baby, we started out with the Page of Pentacles. When I say you were learning, make sure you are learning. I feel like you could be learning about finances. Yeah, but do your homework, do your research. Um, before you open that business, before you take that position, whatever it may be. Do your homework and do your research. This will help you get to the best conclusion. Financial ambiguity and confusion might be a big concern right now. This card may occasionally make references to irresponsibly managing money. Understanding exactly what is going into and out of your bank account is important, Aries, even though it could be disconcerting. Avoiding it. Avoid avoiding it, and take care to spend it wisely. Saving money for unforeseen costs might be to your advantage. This major arcana, yes, the moon is a major arcana, also issues a warning that you could come across certain people who will try to swindle you financially. Take a step back and think about the broader picture of your money obsession if this resonates with you. Take a step back and think about the broader picture of your money obsession if this resonates with you. Yeah, be careful with your money, Aries. People are swindling, scamming. Yeah. What else we got here? Oh, look, the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Oh, Aries, I feel like maybe you got a sideline hoe. I feel like maybe you got a sideline hoe. Yeah, he definitely, I feel like he could be swindling you, scamming you. Yeah. He's violent. He's a bully. Yeah. This is not good. This energy is not good. Let's get into the Knight of Swords in reverse. Missed opportunities. Missed opportunities, being out of your element, losing control. Being out of your element, losing control, being left behind, being impolite. Yeah, this is a rude motherfucker. This Knight of Swords in reverse is a rude motherfucker. So swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It is about your mental health, your mental well-being. The air signs are the intellectual signs. Very smart people. Very smart people. Yeah, it's about, the way you're thinking, the way you're communicating, your morals, your values, your common sense. And this is a knight. So with knights, again, I get male energy. They're like the knight in shining armor, coming in on their horse to save the day. They want to be your hero. Yeah, this knight, he's a talker. He's a good communicator. Yeah, he has the gift of gab. He'll talk you out of your panties. I feel like he'll talk you out of your panties and swindle you and scam you. Stuffing that shit in their bag. Yeah. Not only that, I feel like he's rude. He's rude. He's dangerous. Rude, dangerous, hurtful, impolite, cruel, aggressive, bully. Ooh. And unfocused. Yeah. I don't like this energy. There's two men here. Something's a secret. Something's a secret and being swept under the rug. I don't know, Aries. I feel like you could, you could be the one with the sideline hole. Yeah. But to be honest with you, neither one of them are beneficial to your well-being. Neither one of them are beneficial to your well-being. I feel like I need to go deeper with that moon card. Let's go deeper with damn, spirit's just keeping me here. Let's go deeper in a relationship sense. Okay. In love and relationship, the moon might suggest that you can be feeling uneasy or uncomfortable in your relationship if you are in one. Yeah, like I said, there's two men here. And to be honest with you, neither one of them, like I said, are beneficial to you. I feel like you're feeling uneasy about it, Aries. I also feel like there's some money here that you're uneasy about. Yeah, something is a mystery, something is a secret, something is being swept under the rug when it comes to love and money. Yes, indeed. Um, the moon might indicate that even though your relationship appears to be going well to others, it may not be. It may look lovely on the outside, but behind them closed doors, baby, it's a mess. Yeah. Um, the couple may have communication issues. This Knight of Swords in reverse is definitely communication issues. Numerous disagreements, repressed problems that are not being addressed. Um, like the lies, the deception, the cheating, shit. There may be money missing. Yeah, money missing. That's not being addressed, or insecurities could arise. Well, who wouldn't be insecure with all that shit going on? Don't draw immediate conclusions if you encounter it. Don't draw immediate conclusions if you encounter it in your tarot session, because it might also represent dishonesty. Keep your cool, Aries. Keep your cool and observe until the situation's details are more obvious. Keep your cool, Aries, and observe. Watch what the fuck is going on until the situation's details are more obvious. If you are single, the moon may suggest that someone is trying to trick you. Someone is trying to trick you, or that lies are being spread about you. If you're dating, keep in mind that they could not have the best intentions, or that you might not know everything there is to know about them. Yeah, I don't either one of these. I'm not feeling. Yeah. It suggests that there may be knowledge out there that has yet to come to light. Yeah. And a relationship tarot reading with the moon indicates that feelings are probably confused right now. There may be many misconceptions present, and not everyone is as it seems. Definitely not. To figure out, listen, Aries, to figure out what's going on, you might need to put some effort into understanding not only the intentions of others, but also your own feelings, goals, and drives. Let me repeat that. To figure out what's going on, you might need to put some effort into understanding not only the intentions of others, but also your own feelings, goals, and drives. Your judgment may be being clouded by outdated attitudes, convictions, or concepts. Ooh, Aries. You gotta tap on into that intuition. Yeah. Yeah, because you look, you could be in denial, turning a blind eye to this bullshit, in denial, turning a blind eye to the bullshit. Look, her eyes are covered. I always talk about having your fucking Ray Charles glasses on, being in denial, feeling trapped in relationships and financial dealings that you don't want to fucking be in. Look, your hands are tied. Your hands are behind your back, or somebody else's hands are tied. Somebody could be in jail. Look at the swords surrounding her. Feeling trapped. Feeling like you can't escape. Feeling out in the cold. Child, what the fuck? What's backing this up? Yeah, you need boundaries. This is you. This is you. This is Wands, Aries. It's time for some boundaries. Set up some fucking boundaries. Yeah, most definitely. I feel like you've been going through this shit for a long time. You could be tired, ready to throw in a towel. Yeah. But you know what? You want to keep going. You want to set up your fucking boundaries and keep going. Because look, now you got a tower moment. Yeah. You know, you set up your boundaries. Then you have this tower moment like, damn, now everything's falling apart. You know, I set up these boundaries with people. Now nobody probably wants to fuck with me. Oh well, let the shit hit the fan. Let the shit hit the fucking fan. Yeah, you feel like everything's falling apart. The Tower card speaks a lot about disasters and destruction. It also speaks about revelations, having a revelation, seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, being stronger, being wiser. It also speaks a lot about, you know, blessings in disguise, you know. Of course, we don't want shit to fall apart in our relationships, in our jobs, in our lives, period. But did you ever think that it's a blessing in disguise? Oh, I'm going through this divorce. Okay, but it's a blessing in disguise. That motherfucker was cheating, lying, spending money on his sideline hoe, whatever the case may have been. It's a blessing in disguise that you got out of that shit. Okay, yeah, he was the breadwinner. He was the provider. He was your security, your safe net. Okay, but you could have been dealing, like I said, with lying, cheating, money being spent on other bitches and what have you. That's enough to drive anybody crazy. To feel trapped, to feel out in the cold and alone. Child, yeah. So what, that job didn't work out? You got another job coming now where you making twice as much. Okay? Everything is a blessing in disguise. There's a silver lining in every cloud. In everything we go through, we come out stronger and wiser. Stronger and wiser. We learn from our mistakes so that we don't repeat them. Don't repeat the patterns, Aries. Yeah, you seen this type of man before? Don't deal with this type of man again. The men with money, them men with money is hell. Yeah, because they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. Fuck with whoever they want to fuck with. Yeah, some of them could be hell. And then you got the bum ass niggas. This night of swords. The bum ass niggas that fucking, they probably fuck your brains out, but at the same time draining your pockets, you know. Yeah, but this is the shit we learn. This is the shit we learn, the patterns we learn, so that we don't repeat these fucking patterns. Yeah. Let the shit hit the fan. Let the shit hit the fan. Let that tower moment happen. Let it happen. Yeah, because I promise you, when the dust settles, you will see the blessing in disguise. You will see the silver lining in the cloud. Yeah. It's not pleasant when we going through it. Absolutely not. It's not pleasant when we going through it. But you got to set up your boundaries. Yeah. What's that saying? Stand for something, fall for anything. You got to stand for something. You got to stand for something or you're going to fall for anything. Yeah. Most definitely. Stand your ground, baby. Stand your ground. Protect your territory. Yeah. Alright, we're going to end it over here. Let's see what this is about. Oh, I can't stand this shit. This Knight of Swords is just sticking out to me. Sweet talking you, getting in your panties and draining your pockets. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand to see a woman go through that type of shit. I can't stand a woman, you know, to go through shit with this type of man. Bringing in all the money, but feeling like he can treat you any old kind of way because he bringing in the money. Yeah, chill. It's crazy. It's crazy out here with these fellas or ladies. You know, take it as it resonates. But again, stand your ground. Open your eyes. Take off your fucking Ray Charles glasses. All right, yeah, we got the Hangman over here in reverse. So we got some indecision here. Can't make up your mind. Indecision, can't make up your mind. Stalling and resisting. Look, and backing it up is the Death card. 2 major arcanas. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas out here. Yeah, we got the Hangman here, stalling, resisting change. You got the Death card here. That's all about change and transformation. And look at the Death card. Yeah, you're not happy about this. You're not happy about this whole shit. You're not happy about this shit at all. It's like, I don't know, Aries, is almost like you'd rather just sit through it than to set up your boundaries and embrace change and transformation. Yeah. You know, I think that's the gist of what your reading is. You know, it's time to set up boundaries and embrace change and transition. Yeah. So, but with the Hangman in reverse, it's like you're doing everything in your power to avoid embracing the change and the transformation and setting up boundaries. Yeah. Indecision, stalling, resistance, avoidance of sacrifice, stalling. Baby, Aries. Again, it's time to set up boundaries. Look, here you go right here. It's time to set up boundaries, embrace change, embrace transformation. I promise you. Whatever's on the other side of this disaster and destruction is for your better good. Yeah, and then you got the Queen of Wands here. This is mother energy. Mother, grandmother, wife. Yeah, this is you, Wands. The Queen of Wands, baby. Yeah, so she's all about manifestation. Like I started out with, it's time for you to manifest. It's time for you to let this shit be, and it's time for you, Aries, to manifest what you want in your life, your goals, your dreams, and your desires. The Queen of Wands is a visionary. Can I help you? Hold on. The Queen of Wands is you, Aries. Yeah, like I said, she is a visionary. She is waving her wand, turning her dreams, her goals, her desires, her visions into what she wants them to be, okay? She's the queen of the throne. She's the leader of the pack. Yeah. You know, there's people that want to support whatever you got going on, Aries. They want to support you. You can take your visions, your dreams, your goals, and give them to your supporters and have them make it a reality. Yeah, because they, like I said, they want to be a part of whatever you got going on. Yeah. But there's a level of maturity that's needed. There's a level of maturity that is needed for this to happen. Yeah. I always get the movie Lion King whenever I see the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. Yeah. You know, Mufasa was the king. He had a brother, Scar. Scar was jealous of him because he wanted to be the king. So Scar put this plan together for the hyenas to kill Mufasa and his son, Simba, so that he can become the king. You know, I don't know if you're a parent, but I feel like there's jealous people. There's jealous people that will do harm, you know, to get in your spot. And, you know, pray over your children, protect your children, pray over yourself, protect yourself, defend yourself, speak up for yourself, stand your ground, Set up boundaries. Yeah. Wow. The attack is real, Aries. The attack is real, and I feel like it could be a family member. It could be, I feel like it's someone close to you. It's someone close to you that is very jealous. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That's the only nasty energy I don't like about, when the king or the queen of wands comes out, because I just get jealous people that are so jealous that they just prey on your downfall. They just plot against you. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why what was I talking about? Checking on people's intentions. I think it was with this Knight of Swords or this Moon card. It was with the Moon card. You gotta be watching and be looking at people's intentions, because everybody does not have pure intentions, good intentions. I'm getting that movie Cruel Intentions. Yes. But yeah, the Queen of Wands is confident, passionate, self-assured, social, strong, courageous, energetic, vivacious, funny, cheerful, friendly, helpful, optimistic, charismatic, outgoing, assertive, attractive. It speaks about vitality and motherhood. Baby, it's like you're just shining. Yeah, it's just like you're this shining star. Yeah, and people are jealous. What's at the bottom? I got a few minutes. Look, the 10 of Swords. Oh Lord, more swords. There's a lot of sword activity going on here. Knight of Swords, 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, which speaks about betrayal and backstabbing. Ooh. I don't know. Betrayal, backstabbing, grief, loss, tragedy, trauma. Look, just brings you to your knees. But like I said, the thing with the 10 of Swords is, when you know it's the end, it's the end. Yeah, when you know it's the end, it's the end. It's time to evolve, baby, to your full potential. You learn from your mistakes and you keep it pushing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. With these swords out here, I feel like somebody is devastated. Somebody is devastated about your fucking glow up, Aries. Yeah. And that's not your problem. You can't be feeling bad because they fucked up about your glow up. Fuck that. As Mary J. Blige would say, fuck that. Baby, you gotta glow for you, okay? Alright, let's get into some oracles and I'm gonna end this. Look, echoes. I always get ancestors with echoes. Your ancestors, baby, they ain't going for this shit. Aries, I'm letting you know right now, your ancestors ain't going for this shit. You gotta remember your roots, where you come from, your culture, your customs. Ugh, baby, you know damn well your ancestors ain't going for this shit. You better stand on business. New beginnings, adjustment, shedding, new and release. Look at the snake. So I get the snake in two ways. You know, it's some snakes in the grass out here. It's some snakes in the motherfucking grass. So you got to keep your grass cut low, Aries, so you can see the motherfuckers. Yes, indeed. I'll get snake in a good way, too. You know, snakes are always shedding their skin. It's time to shed that old skin, baby, because there's a new beginning here. Yeah. It's time to adjust and release. For some new beginnings. Lastly, we got confidence, baby. Confidence. Being brave, having courage, believing in yourself, having confidence, assured motivation, oneness, and positivity. Get yourself around some positivity. Yeah. Get yourself around people that want to level up and glow up, not people that want to talk about other people and just, bring other people down. because they doing something that they not doing. Yeah, you want to surround yourself by positive people, people that are going in a good direction. Yeah, most definitely. All right, Aries, that's what it is. This Leo season. I'm gonna leave it right on here. I love y'all dearly. Enjoy Leo season. Like I said, you are in your element. Do something fun. Honor your inner child, baby. Okay. All right. I will talk to you next time. Bye.